Hello there, and welcome to this week's Soul Wisdom Akashic Soul Wisdom show with me, Natasha Harris, live here every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Streaming out to various channels. And yeah, this week I really want to talk to you a little bit about how to beat the feast famine cycle in business. Now, this is something that so many of us do, and this is not just something that people early on in business do. This is something that people years into business are still repeating this pattern of peaks and troughs and peaks and troughs, and it is a slow way to create a business. So for those of you that don't know me, I'm Natasha Harris. Welcome to my weekly show. As I said, every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Really sharing some insights and some tools in how to do business differently to support conscious business owners to really stand in their next level of impact and leadership in their business, but also in their life. Everything is connected. Nothing is isolated. That whatever we are doing in all areas of our lives will also show up in our business. So if you are doing this kind of peaks and trough cycle in relationships, if you're doing it around your health and well-being, weights going up and down consistently, then this will still resonate with you around this cycle that we absolutely get stuck in, and it is very difficult to understand how we can get out of it. So I really want to explain a little bit to you today about how you can break this cycle for the better, so you can have more energy, your life can have more energy, your business can feel easier, more in flow, more in harmony, and more balanced as well. So what do I mean by these feast famine cycles, or peaks and troughs, as I tend to call them? So this is something that I used to do incredibly well. I used to go through absolute cycles where I would be running at things like saying yes to everything, going at 100 miles an hour, thinking, oh my gosh, this is great. Look at all this stuff that's showing up for me. I feel really energized, and I would just keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going. And then I would get to a maximum point and I would be like absolutely exhausted, and I would crash. I would be like, right, I can't do anything else. I can't do any more. I don't have the capacity. I'd have to take time out on work, on going out, enjoying myself, doing all sorts of things. And I would just really hit rock bottom. And then it would really take me time to build up my energy, build up my reserves again. And then I'd be like, okay, great, I've got the energy now, and I'm going to go for it all again. And then I would be like, going at it hell for leather, saying yes to everything. Look, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I feel great. I've got so much energy. I feel really great. And then I would end up at that peak again and crash. And what I used to really liken it to was really like being on a hamster wheel, that I would be on this this perpetual treadmill on hamster wheel, where as I was building up and creating speed, I would get faster and faster and faster and faster and faster until I couldn't keep traction. I couldn't keep my feet on the ground anymore, and I'd get flung out of that hamster wheel and end up in a bit of a pile and a bit of a mess on the side. And then I would just sit there for a while, kind of lick my wounds, and then I would get up again and I would go at it again, and then get faster and faster and faster. And that's how it always used to feel for me. I am so grateful that that hamster wheel doesn't even exist in my experience anymore. That occasionally, like, things feel like they're gaining momentum, and it's like this, but it's always an uphill trajectory now for me going forward. So this is really about how you can do things really differently. Like, are you somebody who says yes to everything, that can't say no to something, fear of missing out, that you want to do more and more and more, but you're not really thinking about what the end result is, and is it going to help you and serve you to getting to where you want to go? And if that's in business, is that going to lead to more clients? Is it going to lead to more free time, putting up your prices, allowing yourself to really gain momentum? So if you're watching me, I can see a couple of people watching me. Give me a hi. Let me know you can hear me okay. Let me know in the comments if you've got any questions. If you're watching the replay, type #replay. Let me know how this resonates with you, because like, I know that, from speaking with my clients and speaking with, lots of people, this is something we are all doing to some degree. And it's how do we step out of that? It is absolutely exhausting, not only physically, not only mentally and emotionally, but it is exhausting spiritually as well, because we grow, we kind of like go through this rapid expansion, we grow, we shift our vibrational frequency to match what we want to create, and we do it so quickly and so fast and with so much energy expended, not by topping ourselves up in the process, by expending energy, that we we absolutely exhaust ourselves spiritually. And so we lose our trust in ourselves. We lose the trust that we're like, well, if I keep going and I keep doing this, then I just crash and burn, and I fail, or something falls out the bottom, or I can't keep going and I can't quite keep getting myself on this momentum. So we lose our trust in ourselves, and our confidence fails as well. So this is so important that we step out of doing these peaks and troughs, because they really, really don't support us. And someone's saying, I definitely have fear of missing out. Yeah, there is no fear of missing out. If it's meant to be, we will absolutely create it. And how we can really, and this is something that I've learned, is that it's okay to say no. If it doesn't feel right, we're not missing out. We're just not leaking our energy to something that doesn't feel good, doesn't feel right, doesn't feel aligned. And so we really want to start making more conscious and concerted choices about what we're doing and what we're saying yes to. So we wonder why we keep ending up in this cycle, and it's exhausting because we can't answer that question, because it's just perpetual. So what we need to do is actually recognize when we're doing it, recognize that we are doing it, where we are in that cycle. Are we at a peak, or are we in that slope going up and that momentum and pushing really hard? Because actually what there is in this upward cycle is effort, a lot of hard work, a lot of grind, a lot of push, a lot of effort expended, lack of sleep, constantly worrying about things. It doesn't feel good. It really doesn't. And we think we're doing well because we're starting to see some results, but we cannot sustain it. We talk about creating a sustainable future, a sustainable business, financially sustainable. We need to look after our energy as well in a sustainable way. Otherwise, we will not be able to make our business work. It is terrible, terrible, terrible for business to be doing this. For your business, you will not see the results. If you are doing this consistently, your business will be doing that as well in your results. So are you seeing this resulting in your business as well? Let me know in the comments, like, how is this impacting your health, your well-being, your spiritual self? But how is this ultimately impacting your business, your relationships as well? Like, it will impact every single area of our life. And this isn't something that we do just in the early days of businesses. I know plenty of businesses who are in year 3 and 4 who I work with, who really are still doing this, who are doing everything for themselves. They are not able to let go of everything. They can do everything better. I love giving stuff away now to my VA. And does it work every time, first time round? Do I have to put in a little bit of effort to make myself explain myself and what I need and what I want from it? Yes, but if you find the right people who are aligned to your mission, who are aligned to your values, then you will find the right people to do a job just as well as you, if not actually better, because they will be doing it. If you spread yourself so thin doing 100 different things, how can you do any of it well? How can you do any of it well? You can't. You absolutely can't. And if you're running a business, you want to do the bits that you love really, really well. Again, not always possible at the early stages because you don't have the finances to hire people, but you really, really want to be focusing on what is going to grow your business in a sustainable way. So what some of the tips that I really want to share with you is to really start to slow down. Get off that hamster wheel. Get off that hamster wheel completely. Start choosing wisely, making really discerning choices about what you're doing, what you're saying yes to, and what you're saying no to. Because sometimes we say no out of fear that we don't want to do it, that we are scared of doing something because we're scared of the results or putting ourselves out of the comfort zone. We have to get out of our comfort zone. Absolutely we do. There is no getting away from that. But the magic lies there. But if we push so hard out of our comfort zone, if this is our comfort zone and we're in the middle and we're, you know, pushing our way to the edges of it, if we end up somewhere out here, it's so far removed from where we are. It's that peak that I'm talking about. It's that push, that effort. It's so difficult to get there. We're pushing really hard at it, and then it becomes so unattainable because we get there and we're like, that was so much effort. I put so much effort into it, and then we fall back down because we ping back. It's like an elastic band. We stretch it, we stretch it, we stretch it, we stretch it, we keep stretching it, and then when we let go and we go, that's too hard, it bounces back. So don't stretch it so hard. Keep going at a momentum. We want to make a start. So many people I know are too afraid to even make a start. You have to make a start. As you get one client, you get two. As you get two, you get 3 and 4. As you get 5 and 6, you get 8, 9, 10. And then you get 11 and 12. And so this is the momentum that you want to be building. You don't want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know how to do and serve 10 people. I don't know. I don't have the capacity. I don't have the energy because I'm still doing a day job or I'm still doing something else. And this is exactly the same when we're in year 4 or 5. We've got a comfortable, sustainable base of clients, and then we go at it again and we're like, we get too many and then we can't maintain it. We can't hold the energy of it. We attract the wrong clients. We attract people that are not resonant to who we are. They're not aligned to who we are. So we want to start doing less. We need to make a start, but we don't want to go at it so fast. If you are speeding up and you cannot catch your breath, you need to slow down. You need to slow down and start doing less. It is counterintuitive. It really is counterintuitive to do less. I've never understood that. It's like, surely if you want more, you have to do more. That is old paradigm stuff. That is all seeped in the old paradigm, the old way of doing things. Like, if you want success, you have to do more. Nothing comes easily. In the new paradigm, everything comes easily and effortlessly. I've just launched a program with 2 other coaches to do supervision. And we have launched that program. We don't start till May. We start in 2 months' time. We have filled all 7 places in less than 5 days, easily and effortlessly. It was incredible. And, you know, we laugh, but it's true. This is how business should be done. And our mind wants to go, oh, yeah, but that was lucky. It's not. This is what we've created by going at things slowly, doing things in enough time to build a momentum. As you get one person who says yes, then the second one comes, then the 3rd and 4th, then the 5th and 6th and 7th, and then so it holds. So you need to start making choices much more wisely. Are you doing what will get you more clients? Or are you just doing a load of busy that is distracting you from what's important? So you need to allow that momentum to build. As momentum builds, things start to unfold. I was doing an interview this morning with somebody for a global event over Equinox. And what we were talking was about this beautiful unfolding. We have to build that trust that allow things to unfold in its own natural time, but we have to be doing and we have to be creating that momentum. So let me know if you've got any questions. Let me know what of this makes sense. What resonates with you? What do you notice in yourself? And these are really things that we can do quite easily, but we have been taught and we need to now unlearn that success does not come from hard work and effort and push and grind and putting your back into it. And it's back-breaking work. Nothing, all you get is more of that. So loosen up, lighten up, soften up, let go, take a step back, take a breath and keep going. What momentum feels right for you? And as you keep building that momentum, things start to happen more quickly. That's how the law of manifestation works. That's how we create. So we can't create beautifully and effortlessly if what we are doing is hard work and grind and backbreaking. So you need to start looking at what you're doing. So saying no to things that don't resonate with you. We are so good, especially as women, if you're women watching, saying yes to everything, bending over backwards. Somebody says, I want this, snap to it. And we can think, oh gosh, I've got to do that. I've got to be a people pleaser. I've got to get, things can wait. We've become so instantaneous with everything. We need answers straight away. We need a response straight away with the technology we have. We need to come out of that. You know, no one's going to die if you have to wait 24 hours to respond, or 10 hours or 12 hours to respond. You're being dragged in lots of different things. This idea and this notion of multitasking is an illusion. A lot of what I talked about is an illusion. You know, multitasking is an illusion. I used to think I was an amazing multitasker, but all I was doing was this feast-famine cycle, peaks and troughs, creating. It's like, I'm brilliant at this multitasking, but what I was doing is lots of things not so well. Focus on things. Get back to people when you have something definitive to ask them. Allow patience to unfold. We don't need to respond immediately to things. Find what works for you. Now, that is a trusting process. Like, that is a way to really start learning about what works for you, what doesn't work for you. And in the early days, that's a little bit of trial and error. And then you hit a bit of a sweet spot. You get to really understand, oh, this was a bit out of my comfort zone, and I didn't really like doing it at the beginning, but actually I quite enjoy it now, and do more of that. So I used to hate being in front of the camera all my life. And I kind of like thought, well, I'd quite like to give it a go. I got set a challenge. I'm never one to say no to a challenge. It was excruciating at the beginning, really, really excruciating. But actually, as I did it a bit more, I found my flow. I found my voice. I realized what I wanted to talk to people about. I started to channel more, started to connect with information around me, and to recognize that, you know, if somebody gets one nugget from these 20 minutes in the shows, or a nugget from one of the interviews I do with an expert person in the field of business, or you get one nugget from a meditation that you are guided with me through, that is enough. Water that seed, sow that seed and water it. Allow it to grow into a beautiful oak tree. A seed does not grow into an oak tree overnight. All these tales of overnight success, like multimillionaires, it's not true. It's all 10 years in the making, 5 years in the making. Be patient with yourself. Enjoy the journey. Allow things to unfold in their own good time. So find what works for you. Choose wisely. Make wise choices about what you're doing, what you're saying yes to, what you're saying no to. Slow down just a little bit. Allow, rather than this push and hard work and backbreaking effort to come into play, allow a momentum to kind of allow you to move forward, to build your results. Okay, just slow down. Like, you won't get there any quicker. In fact, you will get there. You know, if you keep going faster and faster, you won't get there any quicker. You'll actually get there slower. So actually, again, I know it doesn't make any sense and it's counterintuitive, but if you slow down, you will get there quicker. I couldn't get my head around that until I tried it out and I practiced it, and I realized that actually it's true. Every time I slow down a bit, and I create space for something new and exciting to come in, it pops into my experience almost immediately, within days. And I'm like, wow, that was easy. All I had to do was slow down. Try it. Build a trust with it. Try it out for a couple, you know, don't try it once and go, oh, that didn't work. We have to show ourselves. Nothing works first time, because we're not perfectionists at it. We're not experts at it yet. So we want to try these things out over a period of time and see how they unfold. So if any of you are not making a start, make a start. Allow that law of manifestation to start creating that momentum by taking action. Get one client. When you get one client, it's 2, it's 3, then it's 4, 5, 6, then it's 7, and then it might be 8, 9, 10. Just build on it. Allow yourself to take that a little bit slower. Enjoy the journey. Don't exhaust yourself in the process. It will continue to feel exhausted, and you will not get what you are looking for at the end, which is probably something along the lines of freedom, time, joy, effortlessness, fun in your business. You get to choose how you show up in your business all the time. Hi there. So somebody's saying, hi. Yes, this is what I'm aiming to do more of, slowing down and reminding myself of things are unfolding at the perfect time. Keep practicing that. You will see in your evidence. You will see that in your evidence. So keep practicing it, keep leaning into it, keep saying no to things that don't resonate and yes to the things that do. Find out what works for you. It's an unfolding, and enjoy the process along the way. Thank you for sharing that with me, whoever that was. I can't always see the names when I'm going live through this. So if you've got any questions about this, let me know. Ask in the comments, tag me. I will come back to it. I will answer questions. I always do. Let me know your thoughts around this, what you're struggling with. And if you want to reach out and you want to get in touch and you want to know how to work with me and the wisdom of the Akashic records to really change and let go of some of these energies that are holding you back, then please do reach out, send me a private message, go to my website, www.mindbodysoulenergy.co.uk, sign up for a free consultation if you want to take your business to the next level of impact and leadership. And thank you again for joining me, those of you that have, and yeah, allow yourself to allow things to unfold. Oh, hi, Hayley. Lovely to see you here. Allow things to unfold and yeah, enjoy the journey. Really recognize that you're doing this peaks and troughs in your life, your business, your relationships, your health and well-being, however that shows up, and choose to say no to that. End that cycle of doing things that way and allow yourself to be in a space of momentum instead, and watch it unfold beautifully for you. Thanks for watching. See you again next Wednesday, 4 p.m. UK time, from wherever you're watching, for the next week's Soul Wisdom Akashic show. Bye for now.